Okay, hi, this is Sharon with Positively Provost. I also own It's Time Promotions. I'm with Candy today, Candy Deezer, and she's with Sidetrack Liquor. I particularly love Candy for many reasons, just because she carries my favorite vodka. You know what my favorite vodka is, Candy? And I think it's only your store that carries it.
Stoli, no?
You don't, I can't remember, I actually looked for a bottle and I don't have it. It's with that freaking horse head on it.
Oh, the Black Stallion. That's my
Black
husband's
Stallion.
favorite.
Yes. That's my favorite vodka. Hands down.
It took off like crazy. It is a true Russian vodka. So
Russian
that's
vodka.
why it tastes different. And it's that's, like I said, my husband's favorite vodka out there. And he has access to Grey Goose.
Yes, me too. And we actually, the first time I had it was, I'm honored, but we had one of our customers, he come and he gave me an appreciation gift. It was actually Douglas Garapi from Trilogy. I must have done something years ago. And he had brought it in as an appreciation gift, and it's been hands down. He got it from your store, and I've been like, that's ever since then, that's my favorite vodka. Absolutely love it. So Candy, we're going to chat because I know we had a little bit of a conversation first. So move my laptop. I might drop you. My little table's small. You guys, can we talk about that whole essential thing? You did try to explain it to me before. It's listed as essential services, we think, right? Is that how that's
right?
Can you elaborate? Actually, let's back up. Let's talk about you first. Is that okay? How long have you been in business? I'm sorry, I'm all over the map. How long have you been in business?
In June, it'll be 19 years.
God, and you're not a raving alcoholic? I sure would.
I might fit into the alcoholic category, but
19 years. Well, good on you. And in the same location, because I've been here for 13 years, and you've always been there in the same location. So always the same location.
Yep.
Perfect. And then we also talked a little bit, Candy. Were you born and raised here?
No, I was born and raised in Wainwright.
Oh.
Yeah, not very far away.
Not far away. No. And your hours, we talked a little bit. You had altered your hours just recently. Can you elaborate exactly what's going on?
We dropped them down. We used to go till 9 p.m. I'm not sure what's going to happen come spring or come summer. But at the moment, we're open till from 10 a.m. till 7:30 p.m. and Sundays noon to 6. We dropped them back because, of course, it wasn't as busy.
Yeah.
And we have a lot more cleaning protocols to do with COVID-19. And I had to reduce staff a little bit because reduced hours, and try and keep your main people busy and make it justifiable. And of course, these girls want shifts, but yet childcare was difficult.
Right.
So we set the shifts in shorter ones, so they didn't have to look for childcare for quite as long. Mm-hmm. And it's sorry, I'm nervous.
No, don't be nervous. You're doing fine. It is tricky. You know what? And I know myself, when I have, like, my employees, of course, everybody knows I'm so proud of my employees and I want to keep them on forever and ever. And we all get attached to our employees, and you want them to do well, and you want them to carry on through this and be able to supply or, help their family out and stuff like that. But you can only do what we can do. So you have to do laybacks.
That's right.
Cutoffs, right? You unfortunately you do. And it's something we don't want to do, but we have to do it, right? So right now your hours are 10 to 7:30?
Yes.
Okay.
And Sundays noon to 6.
Okay. Good to know. And I did notice, I was there yesterday, and you saying like the cleaning protocol, I noticed as soon as I tapped, and right away that machine was cleaned off, like everything was.
Right.
Yeah, they're very, very cautious, and they're doing their job very well. So kudos.
That's good to know.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
they are. So we talked about how long you've been in business. We talked about your hours. So how many employees do you have right now then, Ken?
At the moment, only 2.
2, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, no, technically 3. We have one that's casual. She comes in every now and then. Alleviate the other 2. We were fortunate enough to be closed on Easter Sunday, so that gave everybody a day off, which is
nice.
Very much needed after this long stretch. But I have 2 and 1 casual.
Okay, good. One thing, Candy, can we talk about that whole essential thing? Because we talked about it a little bit before, and I had a bit of an eye-opener why they considered it essential. I just thought, like, why is that essential? But there's more to it involved. So can you elaborate on that for us?
There is. A lot of people don't believe alcohol to be an essential service, but in some cases it is. There are alcoholics out there, and there are people, they need it, they rely on it. And I mean, not gonna lie, I'm one to have it when I'm having a rough day or you're stuck with your family in the house all day. It takes a little bit of the edge off.
Yeah.
But they did a study in Ontario when they deemed the liquor stores essential, that they would end up with way more people in the hospitals with withdrawals and mental problems. A lot of people, some people use antidepressants, some people use alcohol. Whichever way they're used, it's not for me to judge or for anyone to judge, but that's their coping mechanism or
technique. Yeah,
mechanism. I'll get that word yet.
Yeah.
But in Ontario, they deemed them essential because of more medical problems. They will end up with more people in the hospital, more crime, believe it or not, because some of them are going to get it no matter what. And we've seen that with no money. You take alcohol away from that also, and that's going to make it worse. And Alberta, I do not believe Alberta will go different than what Ontario has.
Right.
So, and we are technically, we are deemed essential at this point.
Right.
And I don't foresee that changing, but again, I don't have a crystal ball.
Right. Well, I'm really grateful that you're essential.
Yeah.
One thing, and we talked about it before, and we don't have to use references, but I think that you're also an amazing lady, and you just mentioned it casually, but I know you're involved with the community a lot, but you even made a mention that one of the restaurants carried alcohol and you were willing to go and get it back to your shelves. Can you explain that,
Right.
on that a little bit more?
We had one that had a lot of alcohol on premise, as they do, because it's a bar, right? I mean, and he was afraid of having it in his building, not because he owed a bill, but because that's just an invitation to break in and steal what he has sitting on the shelf, or that they know it's in his building. He no longer has a drop of alcohol left in his building. We took it back. We can sell it. We can retail. And it takes the liability away from him sitting there with it all on the shelf or in his business.
And
it's
even
safer. That was my biggest fear when all of this started happening, is if they close us, I was terrified we were going to get broke into, or the front of my store being smashed in, because they're going to get it one way or another, some of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that was nice, because that way that also helps with his accounts payable, right? So that's a nice thing. Very good on you for that. But also that awareness that that's going to cause a big issue for him, and you had a way out for him. So kudos to you.
Right.
So that's one thing. Is it okay? Can we talk about the mud bog a little bit? Or are you qualified?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Somewhat.
Yeah. Okay. So the mud bog, I know you guys are really involved with the mud bog, and this year it is not going through.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. So COVID-19 is a huge factor of it, of course, because we don't know how long this is, how long we're in lockdown, right? But also the price of oil has made a huge impact as well.
Honestly, the Kinsmen looked at it as, and they ultimately run this event on sponsorship in order to have the event, because they're not allowed to keep a certain amount of money in order to run the next year's event. Kinsmen, because of Kin Canada and how it's all ran, all of their money goes to charity. They only get to keep 15% of their profit of the event for running their club and future stuff. So, I mean, that's clearly not enough to run the next year's event. So they ultimately run their events on sponsorship. And when the oil prices tanked, how do you go to a business in this community when they're already hurt by COVID and the oil prices? We are an oil community, oil and farming. And how do you go to them and ask them for money and handouts to run this event when there's going to be a lot of companies? There's a lot of companies in this town that aren't sure if they're going to make tomorrow, let alone June.
No.
And with the COVID-19, the crowds, I know a lot of people were disappointed because, well, that's 3 months away. How do you cancel now? But it wasn't all about COVID-19. It was about, we can't take money out of this community right now and away from these businesses in order to have this event.
Yeah.
And they would love to do it later in the year, but at this point, they may just have to take a year off. It's not that they don't want to bring it back. They're really hoping it can come back next year, because it's a great event for this community, gives us something to do. And
it's like probably would it be the biggest event in our community? It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun, and it helps a lot of businesses in this community.
Yeah.
People don't think that, but there's a lot of businesses that benefit from that many extra people being in this town, and of course that many participants in this town also.
Yeah. And it brings people from a wide area, right? Like,
It does, yeah.
like a huge area. Yeah, so that's unfortunate, but totally understandable. And another, like I know myself, like we can't keep donating, right? And as a
Right.
business, right? Like it's not like we want to. Like so, I don't know. I'm a Jim Rohn's fan, and he had made a comment when he turned his life around. Is basically when a 4-H person had come up to him and or no, Girl Guide selling cookies, and he lied and he said he already bought some, but meanwhile he didn't have $2 in his pocket.
Right.
He felt guilty. So like we'd feel guilty also not being able to contribute, right? Like if we had,
Right.
it's not a cool.
Yeah. As a business, I love to support any event that's going on in this community. I think any event that happens is betterment of this community, and I'm always in support. Hockey, all that kind of stuff. But at this time, it's pretty hard to give some money away when you're struggling to open your doors, you're cutting your hours back, that kind of thing. It's difficult.
It is. Yes, for sure. I was going to say something like that too. What the hell was it? Well, lost the train of thought. I figure it'll come back to me later. Okay, one thing I want to chat about too, because it's been different. It's been probably about, I don't know, 9 years since I've ever had to get a liquor license, but I went to you directly to get a liquor license. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
The AGLC has changed the rules on that. Now to get a liquor license, you go directly online, aglc.ca, and you go into licensing and you get it directly from them. We no longer sell them in the store. They took that away from us. Put it all online, less paperwork, less inspections, that kind of thing. They run that 100% themselves now. For an event, you still come to me, tell me how many people you have, type of event, what kind of product you want, and I'll send you more than what you need, because nobody wants to run out of alcohol at an event like that. And bring back what hasn't been opened or used the following day or the day after, and I bill you then at that point.
Right. Is it something that, I bet you because of your experience too, like I know myself, people will come in, they'll want like, 72 shirts, and I can kind of tell them the best sizes that they should be ordering.
Right.
So that would be where you come in too. Like this is your most big product. That's what you would help them with, right? Because people like me, I would
recommend your best sellers, your best price and stuff, because you don't want to send, a top of the line alcohol for and they're going to make less money.
Right.
And not every event wants to make money. Like a wedding, they want to break even. You get the middle of the row quality and price. You want a decent quality, but a decent price also. I mean, this is a huge Bud Light town, so of course you're going to need more Bud Light than anything else.
Yeah.
But with experience, you do figure out. You kind of get it in your head how many they're probably going to need for a certain amount of people.
Right. Okay. But that's where you would come in and you would help us with that.
Right.
Because you would know. Okay. Also, I just wanted to do a belated happy birthday to you. You told me it was your birthday last week.
Thank you. I shouldn't have mentioned that, but thank you.
Birthday, and I thought, you know what, and I'm going to make you repeat the story again, so I think that's really cool how you did a birthday party on Facebook Live. Come on, like that's cool. No, not Facebook Live. What was it called? Facebook? Just Facebook?
FaceTime.
FaceTime.
Yeah.
Like literally 4 of you, 4 different families.
4 different, from 4 different households all in one call. I did not know you could do that. Hey, Google's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I find anything out on there. Never in my 29 plus years did I think I would party like that. We were in our own households and it was a blast. We added everybody into the call, and it was nice to see faces, because man, right now we don't get to see a lot of faces. And our friends, you want to get together, but you got to go by the guidelines. You got to do the right now to try and stop this. And never in a million years would I have thought I would have had a FaceTime birthday. I'm not a big FaceTime person as is, or on camera. I FaceTime with extremely close family, nieces and nephews. That's the limit of it.
And now you had your first birthday party, and I have to confess, it was a long haul for you guys. You actually enjoyed it and did the long.
We did. Yeah. They texted me at 9:30, and I think we put the phones away. Well, I did. I think some of them went longer at 1:30 in the morning. So
that's awesome. I would never have thought of that. So anybody out there that wants to get together with your group of people, do it, because that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it actually was. It wasn't something I thought I would enjoy, but it was much more fun than I expected.
And even like some people, I think, Candy, and you might see it more at your store, like we're going to have issues with mental health, I think.
Absolutely. And again, that's also why the governments have not taken us off the essential services list, because like I said, some people, they may not be depressed, but they're taking the edge off with alcohol, or it's just for enjoyment or fun or whatever. But we need that release, whether, I mean, some people go to the gym, some people go for a bike ride, some people go for a walk, some people have a beer, some people mow the lawn with a beer, whatever that looks like. But the mental health is going to be huge. And if you take every vice away from everyone, it'll be much worse.
Yeah, so it's really nice to be able to get together with you guys, have a drink, laughs, and I think that's what mental health needs, right? Like that combination, for sure.
We need that camaraderie, we need that friendship, that connection, and often you get that more so once you've had a couple drinks. Some people not so much, some people more so.
Yeah, it's so true. Yeah. I want to, so Candy, every time I go into your store, there's always like new product, and I do like to dabble around. Can I brag about this one that I grabbed here? I haven't tried it yet. You know what? This is my daughter, who is like, she lives in Kit Scotty. She sent me a picture. Mom, you got to get these. So of course I have to go get them. Hold on. White Claw. I haven't had it yet.
Oh, the White Claws, yeah.
Are they like a bestseller, or what's going on here?
They're huge right now. We just got them in about just over a month ago or so. They were available in the United States for quite a while before they were released in Canada. They're a seltzer. They're not actually 100% vodka. They're a little different. They're gluten-free. I'm
gonna try one.
They're very low calorie.
100 calories, right?
Yep. I think
5% alcohol, 100 calories, natural flavor, and it's very nice. It's not sweet. I hate sweet shit.
Oh, I agree. I'm the same. There's a lot of those out there, and there's quite a few flavors. We just got those in. We've got quite a few new right now. Of course, it's springtime, so there's lots of new coolers coming out. We're getting rid of some old coolers that didn't sell so well and making room. There'll be lots more coolers coming in over the next month or so. New stuff. The low calorie thing is huge right now.
Huge.
And I'm not a big fan of sugar. I hate sugar. I don't want my back teeth floating.
Yeah.
But I also don't like it being tart.
Right.
So quite often I get the low sugar ones, and I give them a shot of meal, just a little flavor shot.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I don't want more sugar, but I want more flavor.
Right.
And I haven't actually tried those White Claws yet, but
No, I like them. They're nice. They're almost like flavored water.
Yeah. Pretty impressive.
That could be dangerous.
Yeah.
And 5%, so that might knock me on my behind if I drink.
Some of them are 6, so the 5s aren't too bad.
Yeah, and I think I've seen another one was mango. Was there only 2 flavors for those?
For now, yeah. I didn't get the other flavors in. There is a lime and another flavor. I can't remember what it is. But these were the 2 that were requested. I'm big on getting stuff in that people want. I don't like everything or know of everything, so I really love to get suggestions and what people are looking for, that kind of thing. We just got a new product in that is amazing. I do like to add a shot of meal too to myself, but there's a lot of people out there that can't handle the carbonation.
Oh. And
for years we've been asking for no carbonation coolers. And there's one out, actually Molson owns it, but it's a vodka, and it's called Aquarelle. And there's 2 that are carbonated and 2 that are not. And the mango non-carbonation, there's no heartburn to it. There's no burping like that.
Right, because it even makes my nose almost sometimes. Yeah.
And it's basically vodka water and flavor, and it's pretty impressive. No carbonation whatsoever.
And what's that called?
Aquarelle.
Cool. Yeah. So you try to bring in new products regularly, but you really like when people suggest things to you that they've seen somewhere else and ask if you can get it.
I want people's opinions, ideas. I mean, again, I'm not a wine fan, so I don't know what the best products are. I can go on advertising, but we all know some advertising is not so great and some is fantastic. And I like to know what people want and like, and that's where product list basically comes from.
Yeah, and your store is full, right? I mean, it's every space is utilized, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Most of the time, summertime gets a little fuller at times. Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed too, there's also a lot of times promotions that must be offered from the companies, hey, like the Labatt's Light and stuff. You have stuff like that going
Yeah,
on.
Labatt and Molson, we get a lot of prizes from them. It also, I know people get really upset because you have to buy a certain product to get that item, or we don't force anybody to buy a specific item in order to enter a draw.
Right.
Anybody that comes into the store and buys a product, they can enter the draw. It's no problem. But the products, a lot of that stuff comes from buying
Right.
a certain amount of product in order to get, say, a cooler or a barbecue.
Oh, I see.
Whatever.
Right. So buy X amount of it, and then you're gifted back to that. I gotcha.
Right.
Right.
Some companies are quite hard to deal with. Some of them will say, well, if you order 40 cases, you get a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Awesome. And then others, if you order, a certain amount, you can get this big of an item and that kind of stuff. Like, we don't just get that stuff always just given to us for free. It goes on sales and.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I see you guys often have that there. So one thing we talked about too, and I almost forgot to mention it, is because I know there's a lot of issues with our delivery service right now being slower, getting things across the border. Do you have any issues getting product in?
For liquor, we have not a stitch of problems. Up until 2.5 weeks ago, we didn't have any problems with our beer. COVID-19 aside, has nothing to do with COVID. Maybe it does a little bit because the hackers got nothing better to do, but BDL is who we get our beer from, our Molson and our Labatt product and brew house. They got hacked and their whole system was destroyed and taken down, privacy breached, that kind of thing. So they've been working on that for over 2 weeks, trying to get it up and running again. So we've had one order in 3 weeks.
Okay.
And they're trying to get it up and running. I'm hoping by next week it should be good.
So you still have stock?
Yes.
You're
Thankfully,
we're
short on a couple things, but hopefully we'll get through till next week. I don't like being short on anything, but at this point it was out of our hands. And honestly, I hate to say it, it was out of BDL's hands too. I want to be upset with them because they're not sending us our product, but it's hackers. They need to get a life.
I know. It makes me so mad. Like, they're so effing smart. Why not do for the good? Like, if you're that goddamn smart, do something good with it, right? Like, it just blows my mind. One thing we talked about too, and you said no, but there's some distilleries that is making hand sanitizer, so that hasn't affected your stock.
No, there was an announcement. I was actually really worried that people were going to come in freaking out, thinking they wouldn't be able to get Labatt products, but one of the Labatt breweries decided they were going to make hand sanitizer instead of beer, which I think is amazing.
Amazing, absolutely.
But they have enough breweries that they're not going to run out of beer.
Okay.
You just get from another province or whatever. They have a lot of them across the country, and one brewery stopping making beer and making hand sanitizer is not going to hurt
you guys. Yeah. What a great thing to do. And don't you think through the whole COVID-19 we see so much good coming out of it?
We have. But not only across the country it's been amazing, but even in this town.
Yeah.
The camaraderie, the people supporting each other, out there helping you, especially. You're doing amazing things for this community and these businesses, small businesses in this town. I think it's great. I see a lot more people promoting, support small business, support local, shop local. I think that's great because honestly, when the kids need stuff for sports, when people are looking for donations and stuff like that, you don't see a lot of handouts from Walmart and Superstore. When it comes to local, that's the small businesses who donate to that, and seeing more people shop local is amazing.
And I think that our lives are so freaking busy. Like, people literally, they sit on their couch, and sometimes they don't even realize. Like myself, I've ordered a green screen online. I probably went to DR and got him to bring it in. But you know what? I was literally early in the morning researching, perfect, done. You know what I mean? But this might help us realize, like, no, think twice before you do that, right? Think twice. Give us an opportunity. Like DR, I should have gave him an opportunity to see if he could bring that in for me, right? Like, there's so many, I think, that people are going to maybe reconsider.
I really hope so. And there's a lot more product available in this town than a person thinks. And if they don't happen to have it in stock at that moment, they can get it.
Right.
And I'd prefer, I mean, you sure as heck don't see any donations in this town from Amazon.
Nope, none, zero.
But you do donate from, you know, DR Technologies and Home Hardware and
All of us.
you know,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And
I
like,
hope people will start to realize that we have a lot more availability in this town than
and we have everything in this town.
yeah.
Like we have massage people, we have a chiropractor, we have a great medical clinic, like we've got liquor, like we've got everything, like everything. Literally, we do. Like,
Right.
there's no reason. There's absolutely no reason. I think our town is amazing. So I know we kind of touched on it. One of the last questions I like to ask everybody, and I forgot to warn you ahead of time, but I think that you can kind of go with that. No, it's okay. I'm not going to throw you too much on the spot. What's the positive you see coming out of this? What's positive that you see, even for your business or for the community? I don't care, but what's the positive coming out of this you see?
Like I said before, I really hope that people will continue to shop local. I love the fact that everybody's been supporting each other, propping each other up. I mean, holy cow, the birthdays and the celebrations going around in this town and supporting people, even people driving by and honking on kids they don't even know.
Yes.
They've never heard of, they didn't know, but they heard that there was a birthday. I saw somebody post on Facebook the other day, saw a sign, it's a 4-year-old's birthday. If you go by, honk your horn. That lady had no idea who that kid was or anything like that, but everybody's supporting each other and caring, and the camaraderie of this community. And honestly, we have a great little community.
We do.
And I just hope I truly hope people remember that after, when life starts to hopefully get back to whatever our normal will be or new normal will be. I don't know what that looks like.
I'm actually myself, because like, it's weird for me to shift down, you know, like it's usually go, 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 right? You know what I mean?
Right.
And so for me, I'm taking this as like a gift almost, right? Like,
Right.
I mean, it is a gift because I'm 51 years old and that went by in a blur, right? Because I just focus on work, 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 right? You know,
Right.
like, so it's a gift. I'd probably become a workaholic again. I don't know. If the business survives, you don't even know that, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
But right now, this is a gift for me. It's a gift.
Right.
I'm gonna look at it
And
like that.
I think a lot of people will learn to appreciate the relationships they do have with people, because you didn't get to see them for so long.
No.
And I seen the meme the other day. I'm even starting to miss the people I don't like.
That's right. No doubt. Hey, friend.
Yeah, you know, it's just as a joke, but I thought that was kind of funny. And I said, you know, I think a lot of people are actually going to realize that, you know, I didn't like seeing people on the street and I didn't want to say hi, but now you see people on the street and stay away. But
Yeah.
how you doing? You know,
Yes.
generally the appreciation for people, for your friendships. You know, I'm scared about what camping season is going to be, because we're huge in camping and going on the boat. And
Right.
I think we will really appreciate it when we do get to do that and get out and do those kind of things and learn how to really appreciate everything that's in your life.
I think so too. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. So I guess you don't have a website, so I don't have to post that. Do you have a website? Does a Facebook link? I can put a Facebook link on this.
No, I don't even have a Facebook page at this time.
Oh, well, come on. You know what? Ours got taken down. I don't know. We were bad, I guess.
What did you do?
I don't know. Our It's Time Facebook page.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gone. And said you didn't follow policy, and I don't I think of myself as highest integrity. I don't know.
Right.
We have to put appeal in it. Hopefully it comes back, but yeah, it's weird and no idea. And they're so busy right now because of COVID-19. It might not be up for a long time. So
yeah. Well, a lot of people have a lot more screen time, so they're posting a lot of stuff. So they're doing a lot more monitoring and busy.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, yeah, I like to think of myself as, or our team in general, being good people. But yeah, it got taken down for being badasses. I don't know what it is.
You're in Facebook jail.
Yeah, we're in Facebook jail. That sucks. But anyways, okay, Candy, I really appreciate you taking the time and meeting with us. And I really appreciate you carrying some wicked alcohol in there as well. And I do know you donate a lot back to the community, so thank you very much for that. I'm going to hit end record now, Candy. So don't go off, because I'm going to chat with you later. So bye, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.